Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about a really popular IEM lately. It's called Tanchjim Fission. So this thing came out like this year. And yeah, it's been quite in the talks because people say this is like half of the price of our Origin. So Origin is like around 250, 220, something around there. And this like a half. So around 120. When so this thing was on sale, so it was around $100. Now let's talk about the box. So every Tanjim product is unboxing is pretty much the same. It slides out and you open it like this, and there's your thing. Surprisingly, like every Tanjim thing does the same thing. Slide it open, then you open the box like that. Same thing with the Minnow. Same way. Like I'm actually like it's kind of funny that all of them just has the similar opening experience, so it's kind of boring if you like own multiple Tangent products. So yeah, even I'm a big fan of Tangent products though, but the unboxing experience, like once you experience it, it's pretty much the same thing. So in the box you got two sets of ear tips, a screw to change your tuning, and the two different tuning nozzle. It's a titanium and gold or something. Copper. So there's two tuning. A swappable termination, so you can do 4.4 or DSP for free, or like it's in the box, you paid for it. I guess it's not free, but you have a choice of a DSP 4.4 and 3.5, which is quite good actually. I like it. And lastly, the pouch. I wish Tangent gave us a hard, like a semi-hard shell, like this thing, so that it would protect your IEM. So this is the biggest downside of this thing. I would recommend buying a semi-hard shell or a hard shell. Which one you like? I really don't like using these, but the quality itself is fine. It's like waterproof. So I guess if you're one of those kind of people that likes using these, then that's for you. And I forgot about the paper stuff. I don't think anyone cares about the paper stuff. So now for the IM, the cable itself is like if you have the third ear gates, the cable on this is similar feeling but better quality. I think it just shows how good the third ear gates cables are. But the IM itself is dog shit, so that's a thing. So yeah, the feeling on this is pretty similar to that. And like I show earlier, the thing is swappable termination. It's friction based. I cannot remove it. It's quite tight, but you can swap this, like I said earlier, with the DSP or 4.4. And I think the biggest weakness of this cable is the chin slider. It's too loose. If I could show, I'm sorry about this, but I'm not gonna. So you can see in the chin slider, it just slides so easily. Like I'm not even doing anything, so the chin slider is pretty much useless. I wish I could remove the chin slider, but I don't think I could. Maybe I could. No, I don't. I cannot remove the chin slider. It's yeah. So the chin slider is really annoying. It annoys me so much. Like quite I've been using this for like days now, and the chin slider's been nagging my, like it pisses me off. But the cable itself is quite good. Now the closer for the IM, it says Fission and Tanjim. It's a metal shell. It's quite beautiful in person, I would say. And the shape is similar to the bunny, but it's not the same size. I'll show it later. So this is the back. It has this thing, like a way to change the amount of bass that you like. But I'm gonna talk about that later. Now this is the side by side of the bunny and the Fission. So they have a similar shape, but bunny is a little bit thinner. So the Fission is taller, as you can see. And I think the thing is also a little bit different. Yeah. So there's a difference. So if people say that it's the same shell, it's not. But it's in the same shape. So in terms of comfort, I don't have any problems with this. I would say it's a heavy because it's a metal shell, but it's not that heavy. And you should also use this in a deeper insertion because I've seen on the on the graphs that there's a shallow insertion, and I can also understand why there's a shallow insertion thingy. Cause yeah, I don't know, it's just that's just how the fitting works on this IM, I guess. But in terms of everyday usage and comfort, I don't have any big problems with this. And now let's talk about the sound. So let's start with their biggest weakness, which is the bass. It's not that they're lacking in quantity. I felt like they're lacking in quality bass, especially the sub bass. So there's a quite like a adequate amount of sub bass and mid bass, but when I hear the like a mid sub bass focus music, I really don't like listening to these. I just found the music kind of like everything else sound clean, but the sub bass for me, yes, the sub bass. Because this is a neutral, bright sounding IEM, so you want everything to sound clean, and for me, the sub bass is really lacking. So, but the mid bass is adequate enough, but I also wanted a little bit more cleaner sounding mid bass too. But it's not as bad as the sub bass, but the mid bass is like okay, so that's fine there. So that's their biggest weakness in my opinion. And now for the mids. So the mids on these is the star of the show, especially the female vocals. Like they just sound really good. The female vocals on these, which is like the bread and butter for Tanchjim IEMs. Every Tanchjim has a good vocals focus IEM. But in terms of male vocals, they can sound thin sometimes. I think the feel like the lower mids needed a little bit more warmth to make it sound a little bit better. So if you have a bunch of male vocals, maybe I would recommend the more expensive one. Maybe they'll fix that. I don't have it. But from the reviews, I've seen that when they compare it to Fission to Origin, Origin has a better male vocal, so that's a choice to pick. You need to pay double the price though. And now for the instruments, I'm really surprised on how airy they can sound. Like this is single DD driver, but they have a really good separation. I was expecting them to be like intimate, cause I don't know, that's my prejudice on single DD, but that proven false. Like this has a surprising amount of airiness, separation, so it doesn't the music doesn't sound claustrophobic. And in terms of treble, it's a good quality. It doesn't sound grainy enough, I guess. But in terms of sibilants, they don't have sibilants. Well, on a low volume, on higher volume. I don't listen to high volume because I only listen like half volume for the iPhone, like less than half, on most IEM. So yeah, in higher volumes they can be sibilant sometimes, but it's not painful kind of sibilance, just a slight sibilance. So if you're like treble sensitive, I wouldn't recommend the brighter IEM. I mean, why would you even look about Tanchjim IEMs when all Tanchjim IEMs are pretty much bright? Next, we're gonna be comparing to Duno Titan S. So this is like around $70. I wouldn't recommend them getting at 70. I would recommend them if they're around 50. If they're around 50, they're really good for that price, I feel like. But yeah, the reason I'm comparing these two is that Duno Titan S is known for vocal forward IEM around the cheaper price, like below $100. So the sound of Duno is like a neutral leaning to warm. And the vocal on these are really good. I think the male vocals is better still on this than the Fission because it's warm, so there's warmth in the lower mids. But in terms of actual upgrade, comparing to these, I think it's a pretty much upgrade everything, but they're brighter. Like you get better bass, somewhat. I think it's a side grade for the bass side, in my opinion. But the mids, cleaner, better. And the treble side is also cleaner and better but brighter. So this is a great upgrade pad if you thought the Duno Titan S is a little bit lacking in terms of brightness, and this is your upgrade pad for it. But if you wanna keep the like warmth of the Titan S, I think Duno Kima would be your pick. The Kima 2, which is a similar price to this, and everyone says that it's a warm sounding fission or origin, so that's your like upgrade pad for it. And this is the last comparison. This is Tanchjim Bunny. So in terms of difference between the two is that this is your low quality MP3 and this is your high quality MP3. This is your 1080p and this is your 4K. So the reason I'm making this comparison is that every Tanchjim IEM or like product pretty much tuned the same way. Even Tanchjim Mino is kind of tuned the similar way in terms of graph, I think. Like this is also a little bit vocal forward IEM. So what this means that every Tanchjim sounds similar. So this is a similar thing with Moondrop, I think. Like they also sound similar pretty much. Well, I don't know anymore, but used to be when I looked at the graph or like everyone on the videos that every Moondrop sounds similar. And this is similar to that. But they don't sound similar in terms of quality. So the more you pay,
The more you save.
not the more you save. The more you pay, the more quality you get. So the quality scales with the price. So I'm guessing that if I review the origin, it's gonna be better, also get better compared to this. So you get a like probably better bass because I found the bass lacking on this, I hope. So it's gonna be like this is your like 128-bit, no 120K, 128K, and this is your 320, and your origin's gonna be the hypothetical origin. It's gonna be your FLAC or like lossless. So in conclusion, this is a neutral bright IEM with a focus on vocal, and I 100% recommend it. Especially if you had it on the Hi-Fi Go Lucky Bag sale, which is $90. That's insane. I got it on Lucky Bag actually. So if Hi-Fi Go is doing that again, I think you should get one if you have the money, if you have the means to. And these are my new favorite sets. Like at first, my favorite IEM were the RT Titan, but the fit on those is not good. So Duno Titan S has become my new favorite sets, like for a long while. And the thing I found lacking, or like the brightness I really wanted, is kind of fixed on Fission. But I still want a better bass on these. So the quest is not done. I think the future is gonna be Tanchjim Origin if I have the money. Alright, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. The next video is probably gonna be about Bunny or Key Fine Clean. So if you're interested in that, leave like and subscribe. See you guys on next video. Bye bye.